In this video, I will be showing you guys how you can macro over 10,000 fruits every single day in Bee Swarm Simulator. As you can see, I've been macroing with these settings and I've been able to get over 100,000 pineapples as well as thousands of other fruits. So to download the macro, you need to click the link in the description, which will take you over to the Natro Macro Discord server. Once you're in, select the Natro Macro channel and download the latest release. Now extract the file and open the macro. From here, open up the settings tab and you're going to need to enter in some information. So your movement speed, your hive slot, how many bees you have, and your sprinkler type. Now that you have the macro, let's go over the best settings for each fruit. Starting off with sunflower seeds, which I know they aren't really a fruit, but they're still an important resource, so I'm going to go over them anyway. Obviously, you need to pick sunflower field, and then you can just copy the rest of these settings. So here's what it actually looks like, and as you can see, it does cover a pretty big area of the field. So you're going to pick up a lot of sunflower seeds. It also realigns itself in the corner, which is really important because with some of the other patterns, it can actually drift out of the field. The only other setting that I would recommend you turn on to help you get more sunflower seeds is the memory matches. Specifically the Mega and Extreme, because the other two won't really help at all. And if you open this menu, you can actually select what items you want the macro to ignore. So let's say I don't want cloud vials, then I can select cloud vials and the macro will now ignore them. But now let's move on to the next fruit, strawberries. You need to select strawberry field and then you can go ahead and copy the rest of these settings. And just like the last pattern, this pattern will realign itself in the corner to prevent drift. And it does cover a large area so that you can get as many strawberries as possible. Some other settings that you should turn on would be the strawberry dispenser and then the Mega and Extreme memory matches. And if you're wondering why you shouldn't turn on bug runs, it's because they just take too much time and you'll make more by just staying in the field for longer. However, if you're macroing for multiple days at a time, then you can turn on Tunnel Bear and King Beetle. Moving on to blueberries, you do have a couple options for fields, but we're going to go with Pine Tree Field. So go ahead and select the field and then copy these settings. And here's what the pattern will look like. For the rest of the settings, you should enable the blueberry dispenser and then the Mega and Extreme memory matches. Something that's important to mention about the blueberry and strawberry dispensers is that the amount of fruit you get depends on how many bees of that color you have. So if I only have 3 blue bees, then I'm only gonna get 3 blueberries. But if you have 30 blue bees, then you're gonna get 30 blueberries. And then just enable King Beetle and Tunnel Bear. But now let's move on to the next fruit, pineapples. So obviously you need to select pineapple field, and then these are the settings that work best. This setting will also realign itself in the corner just like all of the other ones. And as you can see, it does cover a pretty big area of the field. Lastly, just make sure you have the Mega and Extreme memory matches turned on. And now for some extra settings that will help you get even more fruit. First of all, we do have planters. Make sure that you have planters on with gather planter loot also on. And then if Beesmas is active, you can enable the feast, the stockings, and the lid art. Anyways, that's about it for this video, so if it helped you out, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.